Okie doke. Should be getting going momentarily here. Alrighty. Let's turn off the viewer part so that way I don't start beating myself up. That'd be a great thing to start with. Let's do that. Over there. Alright. In theory, should be good. Alright. Let's go. Oh, I should probably check volume levels, because that would be really bad. Oh, yep, okay. Yeah, desktop audio was so low so that people wouldn't have been able to hear the game. That's why I should probably start checking these before I go live. Fragile resin, I'd like 4 of these, please. And then we just can auto-complete our daily commissions, just like that, for making the fragile resin.
Add Astra.
Let's dispatch first. Dispatch again.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing today's.
Hooray. Okay. Now, we get to do the fun stuff. Alright. I want to do hers today. So I'm gonna do Cloud Retainer's quest today. 'Cause why not?
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Alsong?
Yeah, Mount Alsong.
It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
And she's already just like out and waiting. Wait, hang on a second. So okay, Arlecchino doesn't have the Bond of Life on her, which means I can actually heal her up for basically nothing. Where did I get that? I don't remember. Oh, I need to actually make more food.
Here we are, right outside her place.
As we move to the other side of the pond.
I still remember the first time we came here. We even brought offerings and everything.
Yes, Paimon, I was there.
And when we told her that Rex Lathis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all.
That's because she's a big softie.
We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants some...
Paimon's just been hiding snacks everywhere.
Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye? Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right.
She is Cloud Retainer.
You can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends
You're such a...
You make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your
I don't pay you though, Paimon.
Got this. Hello.
Come on, we met at Lantern Right. We know who you are already.
The traveler. Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two...
Oh.
What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
You're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human.
And Rex Lapis used to be a dragon.
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
But you still wear glasses in this form somehow.
You're indulging...
Wait, do cranes have bad eyesight?
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor.
I should do the Ganyu
Taking
quest
on a
eventually.
human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place.
Paimon goes from just formal to just shit talking.
Like that time when you suddenly appeared on top of a roof without any warning.
Or what? Oh, right, Otto.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh, so you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
But fails to look indifferent as she breaks out her snacks.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
Aww.
Kinda makes
We could bring you a pretty rocket and be okay.
trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts? Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while.
Oh, do I have a challenge up there I need to do still? Okay.
Too.
I need to actually start
One
doing more of
can
those
extend the
challenges.
invitation even if
The
you
timed
do not
ones.
raise the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
Nah, we were just bored.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so?
Exactly,
There are
Crane
no
Mom.
urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great.
Yueha Pavilion?
Harbor.
I don't remember that. Is that it probably has something to do with Ganyu's story that I have not done.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one tell in the number of times she returns to Mount Outsong each year. Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for
I
the
just
foreseeable
I want to let this play out. Her voice lines.
They think one was so easily mollified. One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
I do love how she's just like a protective mom. Like, no, I'm gonna go make sure my kids are eating.
An impressive bounty.
Okay, I did see a chest over here. I kind of want to go there first. Well, they're dead. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, it's up there, okay.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Wait, what's over there? That's like the hardcore, well, the hard thing with Genshin Impact is just, it distracts me so much. I'm like, ooh, what's this shiny thing over here? Let's find out. You know what, I'm just gonna get Navia for this.
The Spina's on the case.
I was like, those do regenerate, yeah? I'm not gonna be stuck like this, am I? Oh, it's like right here, okay. There we go, open that shiz up.
Let's pack it up.
Because I also see something with my name on it. Just itty bitty. There we go. Okay, so now we can go here. I'll drop off the little doohickeys. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I say drop them off and I immediately run the opposite way. Like, nah, I'm just gonna skip that. My bad. Alright, let's go this way. Let's get Arlecchino out in case I have to fight something. Imagine just like accidentally falling off and just drowning immediately. Madam Ping, how are you? I can't wait till you turn younger and have a 5-star Lanternite. Oh. Okay, so this is just proximity based. Okay.
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
Yeah.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Yeah.
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all
Don't.
go together?
Now's not the time to be tsundere.
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
Ganyu, please notice.
Cloud Retainer?
Just immediately like, oh.
That lady, someone you know, Ms. Ganyu. She is indeed. I'm sorry, Xianyun, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening. Oh, not to worry, Miss. Only necessary. Thank you, Xianyun.
Immediately does exactly what Cloud Retainer thought she would. Just drop everything.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Says everybody waiting for a rerun,
Greetings.
including me, because I never had her on a banner.
Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
You're not fooling anybody.
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily.
She's such a dork.
Of only seeing one's other form.
She's such a dork. I used to see every day how bad you think my memory is.
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while
You know, I feel like Cloud Retainer would be like the first Adeptus to drop an F-bomb.
Wait, Paima wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long.
Why do they want you to do Zhongli's first quest before
One
this?
simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today.
Oh no, they didn't want you to do Zhongli, they wanted you to do the interlude.
Wait until you find yourself less occupied.
Which to do Inuzuma's interlude, I still have to do like 2 other story
One
quests.
acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day. One must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body.
She's coming into
Still makes
mom.
one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Ganyu likes cuddling?
Cloud Retainer, stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
He's so many recent adventures with Ganyu.
Wow, you've been to so many new places.
And we're heading to Natlin in less than a week.
If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Xianyun.
I need to add you to my roster. Can you get on a banner, please?
My presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer. But if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown.
She's just gonna pick one here. She's just gonna pick Xianyun here.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but... that famous?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious
Oh boy, here we go.
One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be
Damn, she had this ready. There's no way.
When in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Xianyun.
Xianyun.
Xianyun?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An Adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
I think it's funny. We still aren't sure what
These lines
Paimon
were
is.
originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
Yeah. Want to go to the moon?
And what about
Yeets,
you?
Paimon.
Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
You want to go to the moon, Paimon? Why wait?
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away.
So, Six Star got nerfed then.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said?
Yeah, 5 star might be a little too weak for you. At
Paimon
least this
suddenly
is
has a
still
lot
your
more
power
respect
level.
for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
Oh, quite furious.
A name is
How about a
just
trip to
simple
the
way we
moon?
carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work?
Yeah,
Does she
she's...
allow time off for herself?
This is mom mode.
Is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally.
Her employer's a 4 star.
Business has been booming recently.
Oh,
So
well,
with Chef Mao being
yeah,
swamped with
Zhenling.
customers, and Shanling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Xiangling is kind and astute.
Wait,
while
when did you
Father
meet
is
Shanling?
loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult.
When...
Now, it is almost
When
time
was
to
this?
partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Uh-oh.
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You will return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
Bye, Ganyu. I hope you're on a banner soon with Shenhe. So that way I can get both of you and actually use the damn Lantern Right outfits I paid for.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
You gotta see how the kids are doing.
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
I think she's embarrassed because she's momming so hard right now. There we go. I need to remember to like start farming pre-farming character stuff for returning character banners. Like it's something I really could start doing more of. There's a funeral parlor. Why am I getting a vein twitch on my head right now? That's not good. Oh, here we go.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
Oh, that won't end well for
I'm
you.
more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her? You do it. No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Oh.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
I mean, she's on the clock, Paimon. It's completely understandable.
Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xianyun.
Master?
Immediate call out again.
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
Oh.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed.
Oh, we also have some other important business, right?
My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
I just want to hear them call
The lunch rush isn't
call
yet, Shen, huh?
Xianyun
So, I've got things
mom
covered for
once.
you. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Your mom stopped by your work. Here, let me cook some stuff here first. Da 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 da. Damn, Aurora, you took that 12% twice in a row, but we don't get it here. Of course I'm gonna like run out right before I need it. Okay. Auto cook 5 of these. Cook 4 of those. Let's cook up some of these. Okay, so then I don't have any other food like that, so I'm just gonna auto cook these. Yeah, we'll cook this too. Why not? Oh, I don't have Marco yet. Oh, that's something I didn't expect. Oh my gosh, move out of the way. Move out of the way. Thank you. Alrighty. Tell your mom how you're doing.
The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I tried to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of this whole conversation.
If they don't listen first, I'm gonna threaten them. Alright.
Is gladdened to see you
Sensible.
well into human society.
Oh,
And you,
buddy.
Master, how have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
You were literally talking to like a squirrel and
Expected of Master.
rabbits and birds.
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Yeah, recall Xianyun.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Well, her mood shot up just like that.
You're gonna come
By the
visit.
way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had a chance to visit Ganyu?
Yes, we did.
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Clavertiner's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I
I
mean,
see. In that case, allow me
Oh,
to
yes,
also
please
share a
do.
story about Master's past.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard.
oh, please
No
be
matter.
embarrassing.
Please, proceed. One is most curious to
Please
see how
embarrass
much
your
of
mom.
one's own conversational
Come on,
prowess
Shenhe.
you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh. What kind of
Jetpack.
device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle.
She literally rode up with a motorcycle.
The bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adaptive
She
energy.
made a motorcycle?
Over thousands of miles in one day.
Hold up, hold up.
Boggles the
Xianyun
mind.
on a fucking Harley. Somebody draw that.
Might fascinate in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go
He probably was scared shitless that you showed up with a
That was
bike.
the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without
You want to show
sponsorship
off to your
after all?
kids. Oh,
Have you
that's
been
wholesome.
lonely, Master?
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several
You're not
years.
fooling anybody.
Tis a most foreign sentiment. Mere mention of it is preposterous.
Sassy Paimon, you gotta love it.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
You're lying. You're lonely. You're lonely as fuck. Oh, I know the feeling, Xianyun.
Out of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth, and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real cloud retainer?
Ooh.
They are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the Master that I respect.
Can I just say, I still love Shenhe's eyes.
One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Alsong.
You don't visit.
Any extended period of time. One would almost question the sincerity of your estimations.
Helicopter
This
parent.
is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit. Yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Oh, he's going to call Shenhe back.
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright,
He didn't call you back yet.
question, huh?
I'll try my best.
There's one more guest parents takes the opportunity to order a whole array of delicious dishes. Of course he did.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
Is this
One
food to your
is
taste?
fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors.
Is that why you're always asking if I
The
brought
dishes
snacks?
here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite a fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty! I've been to hard times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here?
You can eat with us.
Our legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around.
Oh boy. Why?
Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table?
Okay, I was about to say, why does it sound like it's underwater?
Tables left, so...
Yeah, we have 2 seats. Come on. Paimon doesn't use one.
Mind? What about you guys? Great! Thanks so much. My name is Xianyun, and this is my granny, Yuendai. Granny? Yep. Is there something wrong with that? No. Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young. Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
Oh? Do they know each other?
Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
anticipated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
A former old disciple.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
I'm sorry, you want what?
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu. Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds
Oh, yep.
Do people
Okay, this
actually
has
eat
to be an old disciple.
Right, that's what Paimon would... Need any help? Oh, thanks. That's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time.
That's sad.
She's always saying things that sound kind of confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning. They died young. It's just me and Granny now.
That's very sad.
Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really good
You're
look
too
on.
kind.
And
On it.
me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things.
Why do I feel like she might die before this quest is over?
That really important thing again. Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
Oh, she probably forgot about it in the
Just a
moment.
dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. Ah,
Is it just being around Cloud Regina?
I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear, and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now.
Madam Payne?
My younger self.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said,
Do we have some
fate
combat in
must have
this?
brought us together. You may leave this situation to me.
Are you sure? So, what are your names? Paimon's Paimon.
I'm the Traveler.
Just Xianyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back? Oh, we don't mean in payment.
Yeah, no, I'm filthy rich.
Thank you so much.
I'm filthy rich and about to go topple another government, probably.
But Miss Xianyun, what exactly can we do to help out this Granny?
Technically, it'll be the fourth in a row if I do, because I mean,
Where do we start?
like we topple.
That is
We
elegant.
kind of
Since her
forced
dream
reform in
is
Inazuma. We
then
toppled
we
Sumeru's
shall retrace the steps of
the
her
Fatui
Once we
holding
revisit
pretty much
those
Sumeru by the
places,
throat.
memories will
And then
likely
we toppled Farina, in a way,
So Granny,
by helping destroy the throne of the Hydro Archon, which means Natlan, there's a
Why,
chance.
Of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain
Okay. You might have an idea.
When I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster.
Alrighty.
If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books. A martial arts heroine?
Oh, we're gonna have to find Book Boy in this quest?
About Leeway.
Are you leaving already? But
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Xianyun Commerce Guild, while Yuan Dai and Shu
Oh,
shall
she's
remain
gonna-
here and partake of the
She's
war.
gonna go talk to
Myself,
Madam
I
Ping.
have matters to discuss with Streetward Ramble.
Street word rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping?
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
I get the feeling that she is a former disciple. Oh, right. So is this all within Leeway Harbor? Because if so, that's actually kind of nice. Wait, there's a book. I like to buy a snack. Do you have any... Ooh, what? Sure. Wait. Yeah, okay, I have 2 million more already.
I should get paid in another few days. Shall we take the opportunity to go out and have some fun?
Yes. Yes, we shall. You're under new ownership? Ooh. Oh, hello, bookworm. Wow, he actually looked up from his book.
It's you two. What brings you here?
You, information, spit it.
Oh, great, we found you. We wanted to ask you about something.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure. I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But
Nameless?
that's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from
Oh?
50 years ago. As the people suffered, all they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposed after the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the
Aw.
public eye and began the way this nameless heroine
Okay.
faded from fame into obscurity later in life.
Thanks a lot, Shinto.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait.
Let me think. In
Appeared
the
near 1 of
novels,
3 place
the
Wang
nameless
Shu-in,
heroine
Junyun,
always appeared
Karsten,
near- perhaps
Quinyan
the
Peak.
real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those 3 places.
Thank you.
You're welcome. To be honest, it's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their... I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase...
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover.
That's a deal. Perhaps.
I still can't believe that Xianyun actually
About a nameless heroine
made a
and
motorcycle.
illusion? Oh, right. There's a drought in this story, too.
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods, so while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as truth. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the name still. As terrible as that drought was, they say that back in those days,
Oh boy.
disasters were both more severe and more common. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for
No.
now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. Anyway, we'll be off now.
Playable Granny Yuendai when?
It's no problem at all.
Wait, I'm in leeway. It's Chi-Chi running around hopped up on coconut energy drinks. As I run straight into a lamp. That's completely normal.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh?
Straight word, but hey, what has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world.
It's gonna be interesting if she is the 5-star for Lantern, right? In whatever youthful appearance she has.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, it made me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor? Not unlike the one that...
She wants to stay by the
It
kids.
does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Cloud Retainer's moving to the Leeway Harbor.
Nothing save for some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Shinjo has a theory, but let's save it for when Chuyu and Miss Yuendai have joined up with us again.
Shuyu and Yundai soon after seeing Paimon relays Jincho's
Do not be
inquiry.
troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Careful, it might send you to a pocket dimension.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Chuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny?
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianhan. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Seems like the story's on the right track.
Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains.
Is that so? Then please
Aw.
drink as much as you like. There's
Madam
no
Ping, you are
need to
thousands of years
at our
old.
age. It's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Okay, since we have the time,
Sure thing. What would you like?
I have a secret I want to tell you.
Oh?
Let's go talk over there.
Alright, small child.
What's wrong, Chuyu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking.
Are you guys all Adepti in disguise? Ooh.
Are you guys all Adepti in disguise?
I'm an interstellar god. Paimon's we don't have a fucking clue. Xianyun, yeah.
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Xianyun call herself an Adeptus.
Oops.
Been a slip of the tongue. Xianyun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Chuyu here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Just freak, like, alright, caught me.
I knew it.
So she gets bored and just checks on people.
And flew me to her cool Adeptus house, and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed, and my fever was gone. I really wanted to
Oh.
thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
Yeah, Xianyun.
White illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Clavertina?
Oh?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
Was it you?
Is it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I
Where's
know is
Granny
that
and Adeptus and
I have
forgot?
memories. I'm really grateful for all your help. Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one.
This quest is longer than I thought it'd be.
Okay, how good?
Clouders, you wanna explain yourself maybe a little bit there?
Faster? Okay, faster.
I hate going to Xianyun. Bro, how many glazed lilies are in Leeway Harbor? How many glazed lilies do I even have? Probably have like a lot, I'm guessing. I have 6 crowns? What am I gonna do with my 6 crowns? Glazed lilies. I have 59 glazed lilies. Okay. I'm gonna need more than that eventually here.
Hey, do you know what?
Oh,
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock.
why did the
believe
camera
we used
turn
to have
on?
a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
No.
I'm still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so...
Whoa! Holy crap! Okay, I blinked for a moment. I didn't realize it was him.
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If
Oh.
you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed.
So was the crane one just to stroke her ego?
Many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war?
Paimon, you just can't ask somebody that.
Let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this? Behold, the glory of one's new...
There's no way!
Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
Impressive invitation.
You can't just. Oh my god.
Always the last temptations is
cloud retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
A cloud retainer who barely talks? I can't picture it.
Was there a love triangle?
What happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago, when she decided to don her human.
Wait, was she the one who fought around?
I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay? Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer...
I'm gonna have to do your story quest, aren't I?
Good hands.
Oh!
Everyone!
I'm sorry, the boy can disappear?
Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
The boy can disappear.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
a long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinto said was true. You did fall ill. Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but
No,
I
you're
can't
not.
even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. And sure enough, I made a full recovery.
Oh.
My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me. Watched me grow up. Raised me. How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Next location. Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayun Karst next?
Dwayun Karst, where I've actually spent a little more time recently than I have previously.
Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Okay, so we have 3 different areas we need to go. Wait, no. I wanted to hit X, not... Ay, ay, ay.
Greater pleasure is there than the unexpected.
No, get down off the cliff. My God. The thing with Leeway that always throws me off is how many destroyed structures there are.
I don't remember this place at still. I was thinking.
Huh? What?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember playing it that much.
Ah, is
Not here.
No, no, no. There's gotta be like a chest in here. Ha
An impressive
Called it. Alright, let's go take care of this.
well.
What about over here, Granny? Do you remember? Oh, yeah, you guys are donezo.
Do you remember anything about this place, Granny, one day?
Well, it wasn't on fire last time.
I feel like I've been here before, but I don't think I stayed here.
Got it. That's okay.
Plenty other places. Yeah, one other places.
If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes, I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank you. Then my mom will help us out.
Oh, it's a Noctilucous Jade. Okay, they hit that one very clever. I'm gonna have to also like level up my Beto eventually. Like, it's a lot of the world bosses. Like, I need to actually play and grind out some of this stuff every day rather than just hopping on for the Welkin. That's probably a cheesing flower. I'd almost put money on it. Yeah, okay, there's a cheesing flower, there's another cheesing. There's some core lapis. Oh boy. Let's go grab the core lapis before we head on that way. Oh.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
With a Hilichurl encampment right behind it.
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Xianyun. This is where your father was born.
Aww.
It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on.
A fog?
I took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside.
Zhao kind of disappeared in a
Neither of
fog.
us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees.
But then again, if he's from Xianyun and was an exorcist, that would
I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Xianyun. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
Yeah, this is starting to get a little confusing.
Granny, you'll always be the person I love more than anything.
You're too sweet, Xianyun. I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right. Let's not stand around any longer.
Wait, there is one place left?
One
Oh, right.
place left, yes?
If one
Right.
recalls correctly, the next place should be Xianyun Peak.
Oh,
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
you're fine.
Climb on. I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up...
Yakashas? Yakshas.
My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others.
Fret not. You have my aid in this endeavor.
We're just gonna skirt around that ruined guard. Yeah, I could probably end him in about a dozen hits. However, one does not feel the need to have to beat up the ruined guards today. It's not like above me, is it? Okay, cool. Can I get closer? Yes, absolutely. I can get a lot closer. Hey, I was just literally over here, like, the start of this quest.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny, one day?
Let me see.
Cloud changes domain.
Strange. Have I lived here before? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out.
Thank you. If only I could remember.
You're okay.
That way. What's that mountain?
Oh.
Huh? Isn't that Mount Outside?
Oh, jeez, not again.
Full circle.
Mount Outsong.
That would suck.
Granny, are you okay? Don't punch yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, what am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
Hold up. My house?
It does, but
Are you feeling unwell?
my head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit
You and
of this
I.
endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing.
wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself
All right.
when we arrive.
Oh, sweet. They just give us like the easy way over. Alright, let's get our heart torn out of our chests.
Already. What's this thing you prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here?
There was something important.
Another invention of
Oh.
yours.
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the suspensus somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state.
Is she a dummy hypno mommy? Don't clip that. That was probably really bad of me to say.
Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia. Its potential uses are numerous indeed.
You built an ASMR machine.
They can
Okay.
also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved Paimon a lot of floating.
Paimon, all you ever do is float. I've yet to see you actually land and walk on your feet.
How preposterous. Had Yuendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the
Hello,
mechanism
Streetwise
reach its
Rambler.
peak power.
Is it Streetward?
Oh, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a
You lie down, actually, Paimon?
It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
And you, Yuendai, is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side.
I want
She'll
one.
give her some time to herself.
I want one. I want a relaxing machine like that.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no.
Oh no.
Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew.
Is your past self guilt tripping you?
The realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never.
Oh, she is an
The
adeptus.
me of the past. The me from not that long ago.
Did they split?
We should have never.
What?
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud retainer.
Now she's more interested.
Her memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything. Granny, please don't cry. I'm here.
Is it
I'm here. Oh, don't worry.
is it some
my
curse for like leaving the way of the adepti or something?
Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
Do.
Oh, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone.
Yeah, I'm willing to listen.
enough for all your help.
I've been doing this quest for an hour and a half about
I'm
now.
ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Yes.
Please, Granny.
Do continue.
Force yourself. What
Go
happened
on.
in the past doesn't matter. I love you more than anything. Nothing you say can change that.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Xianyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being.
Oh.
My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began
So
to
Xiyu
share
is a
many
quarter bird?
stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
The drought, the Italy way, yeah.
That's right. Master regaled
Yeah,
me with many stories of her past deeds.
I fumble the
From them, I
pronunciation
learned how
so
she had
often.
saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me
So,
that the potion's effects would only
your
last 10
son
years,
didn't...
and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time,
Did you lay your son out in
I
an
would
egg?
forever forget my past as a crane.
Human mimic. So not the real thing. How did you give birth?
Nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along. Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below.
The crab
his
stuck on the
as
tree.
well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so
Is she gonna transform into a crane at the end of this?
Oh no. What happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode.
So who's the Dark
Convinced
Shadow?
She would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again. But that was only the beginning of my troubles.
Oh boy.
I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake.
God,
I
we're gonna have another
understood that
death
my
in
pain was
Genshin.
caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time.
Was she the
tea pills, I probably would.
was she the merchant?
Granny, what's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea
Did
pills
she actually
using the blood of an adeptus?
Xianyun?
It couldn't be. Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Xianyun?
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
Oh,
So when
Xianyun.
I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself
She
away
was
from
rooting for you.
the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own,
This
no
is
matter what form they may take.
Wait. I'm confused.
damn.
So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Oh. Wait, why is that one? Why is there 2 comments on that one? Weird. 2 views and 2 comments. Okay. Sorry, I just got a notification on my phone.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
I want to see like 2,650 attack. Hold up now. Okay, I need a rerun of her so I can get her weapon then. Okay, nobody supplies. 8811. Constellation 3. Oh my god. What is that supposed to be? Oh my gosh. Wait, what's over here? Okay, there's nothing over there. I thought maybe like a chest would have been hidden over there.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was
She's a
lacking.
protective mom.
One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint, and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much
She put on a fake
contemplation,
mustache?
one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's
She put on a fake mustache.
Only
Okay.
after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wang Shu Inn. As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not
Yes,
even
because a
slightest
fake mustache and a goatee.
One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance? Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with Adepto blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog,
She's been such a big mom. She protected them?
Monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. You were likely incited by the presence of godly remains.
Wait, what?
Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War.
That man, some of these images are just badass.
By contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air. And one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remained foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Aww. Now where are we going? Leeway Harbor or?
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Oh? This is is Liyue Harbor. I think? It's laid out a little bit differently, but...
Just as Yuendai troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on your side. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe.
Oh shit.
One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. More than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her,
You are so sweet, Xianyun.
perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
Yo, she's such a good mom.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuendai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin Restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who live through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask, if you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even
Well, Animo is the elements of freedom.
Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you
This game
always have
really
a
is
place
fucking
to
beautiful still.
return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged.
God, I'm getting a little choked up over here.
One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself one.
You could have at least visited.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time.
Oh, please don't tell me she's gonna pass away, like, right here in front of her grandchild.
May have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection.
She gonna become a
of
crane
own
again?
effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Damn.
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. Transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay?
Shit, she's gonna have to watch this happen.
Don't be sad, dear
Fuck.
child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind.
Aww.
Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
Wait, is she the one that Xianyun kind of like had as a disciple during Lantern Rite?
Whatever you say.
Good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsung. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard.
You mean also holding back
we're sure
tears?
to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Oh. Oh, with the green head. Oh. Okay, note to self, do not take out a bow user and start shooting cranes around Mount Alsong.
Xianyun.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
Aww. Damn, what? Genshin really has some tearjerkers. Paimon touching the ground? Cannon? Paimon finally touched grass? She didn't even wake me up. Wow, that was fast. Okay. Damn, she learned how to transform like super fast that sentience. Or is this a dream? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a dream. Oh, you asshole. Twice in this version they've done this?
days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me.
Oh. There's no Paimon though with them, which is a little sad that they don't Traveler does not envision a future with Paimon.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could do that in real life.
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you.
I've been adopted!
After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Cloud Retainer's mom. Official mom. I guess, Arlecchino. Oh, Arlecchino did kind of, treat me like a member of the House of Hearth already, so... POV, you are Paimon.
Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
I make enough of those at work.
Oh, Xianyun, you're awake. How do you feel? I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
She's gonna teach you how to ride a motorbike.
She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Aww.
On some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal.
That's true, you are a quarter crane.
Blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master. Xianyun, are you sure about this?
You're gonna be, eating weeds.
I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chin-chin and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Man Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule.
No, wait, that's just...
Individual must find their own path to enlightenment.
So...
So long as
So Shanna just eats them for fun?
one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Damn.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outside?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuan Dai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect
You're also a little lonely.
could have enticed them to remain there.
You want to be close to your kids. Make sure you can keep a close eye on them, watch over them.
But perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
Please?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea.
You know, I wish like they got the characters even still more like involved in overworld stuff even outside of their story.
You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret.
Yeah, we're not the ones who almost blabbed it.
When can we expect to start seeing you in the city?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
That's fucking true.
You've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this
yes.
mechanism as a souvenir?
I'll take that, definitely.
Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to
Can I play that in the teapot?
It might help you find a new perspective.
Could I actually just straight up fall asleep with that thing going? With my game running in the background, just sit here with my headphones on?
Tell them what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Xianyun Commerce Guild? It's totally
I keep cutting them off. I feel so bad about that.
So, about your move to Liyue.
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. The old foxes will discover it, I'm sure. Considering their recent penchant for going off on private escapades, however, I find myself caring little for how they shall receive this news.
And then they found you in Liyue Harbor during Lantern Rite, which is absolutely hysterical. Okay, so there was an option possibly to talk to Jingcho. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's still over there, so this was an up to you thing. So,
Okay, faster.
hey, buddy, we have a.
We meet again, dear friends.
Great. And it's
To go over the whole story with
I
Jingcho.
see. So the stories didn't get it right after all. Thank goodness for the help of that Adeptus, although I cannot claim to know exactly how their story will unfold from here. I trust the ending will be a happy one. Those united in a common purpose always find a way back to each other in the end. Thank you for helping me fill in the gaps. And
Yeah, it's definitely not your story to tell. Alright. Fast forwarding time? Yes? I do like how you can actually they keep track of the shadows for everything. Like the slightest bit of the position of the sun. Like that is one thing with Genshin that always just like hats off to the world building team like that. You know, maybe the character design, you know, definitely could. Well, not even maybe. The character design could definitely use some help, but. Oh, wasn't there. Wasn't it like placed in that then? Okay, it's not activated. Alright, whatever. Yeah, where is your house, Cloud Retainer? Do we not get to see her house? Like, I wish that the characters had. Oh, is this her house?
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
Oh boy.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong...
I'm sorry, what is she trying to do here?
Not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clo. Miss Xianyun, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my
Oh
personal
boy, here we
collection
go.
for several hundred years.
She's losing it.
Legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see. Passed down over many generations.
she's got to learn.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes.
Oh boy.
Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the truth
Oh
of
shit.
these items.
I see hired an expert. I'm like, oh god, it's him, isn't it? It's Zhongli.
Should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you two again.
Oh, I like her. Her new outfit looks good.
It looks great on you.
Thank Jinx Paimon.
Master made it for me. I like it too.
Wait, how does Xianyun get a new outfit before we do?
Do I know how to make clothes?
Yo.
With the
Can
support of the proper
Hoyo, please give us an outfit for Traveler
Master, I brought in most
made
of
by
my stuff.
Xianyun.
There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so
Xianyun.
I just left them outside.
Cloud Retainer. Give us an outfit made by Cloud Retainer. I mean, Shenhe and Ganyu got one. Give us the one for the Traveler.
Sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could not look yet, Master. Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Allow me to make some introductions. This is Mr. Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Xianyun. She's the one who's looking to sell valuables
Awkward.
mentioned
Shit, he's here. Shit, she's here.
Isn't Miss Xianyun? It has
Xianyun.
been quite some time since our last
Oh.
meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been feeling well?
This is so awkward. It's funny.
Thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Xianyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say
Well, they're
without
getting
doubt
along.
that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Xianyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
Two friends reunited.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not...
That, yeah, he's got a good point. He's got a good
I mean,
point.
you never know.
That is true.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Yep. Yep.
Miss Xianyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli?
God said yes, he's good.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace.
Please tell me she's not selling her motorcycle.
From your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
Because she's gonna make more.
Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Xianyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays.
She's got to get her modern lingo up.
I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Oh boy. Are they gonna start bickering?
My friends, have you been doing well?
We've been great. How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant.
For a funeral parlor, he's just getting rented out everywhere.
Quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Xianyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name Xianyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but
We've got the we have a
refer to
past.
me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
There we
One
go.
has indeed. One's previous days were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and
So she's got the
commotion of
corner
the
right
city,
there. Okay.
as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow.
Oh, the two little Zen duo together.
Aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Yeah, probably like a giant city. Cars.
You make a valid point, Paimon.
Highway to
Now
Sumeru
that
City.
the sale has concluded, let's say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together. One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table.
Oh shit, Zhongli cooks?
Logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Oh boy.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deafness.
She gets so competitive.
Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Xianyun Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yeah.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
You gotta think, do they
To you, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman.
does
over
Shenhun
here
know that
is
he's the
Jean-Louis.
Geo-Archon?
He is,
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli. That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Always thinking with your stomach, Paimon.
Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
That's true, I did get a 5-star recipe.
Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
That was a good quest. So she'll live right here. Oh. Yeah, there is a super powerful Adeptus looking out for him. Fuck, that's... Ouch. Wait. I was like, oh, I was thinking like, oh man, are we gonna see them over here, like out in the open? That'd be really cool. Nope. I just want to see like the playable characters in the overworld, like make them. I just want to see him more. Alright. Now, I have 7 resins. That's not going to be enough to do anything, really. But tomorrow is Sunday. I do have quite a bit of fragile resin. I guess I should say today is Sunday. Oh, that was a really good story. Wonder who we'll do tomorrow for stories. Man, I kind of wish he had a number 2. Maybe we'll do Ganyu's tomorrow. I think we do either Ganyu or Signomiya. Or maybe Nahida. Because I think Nahida's will get us a trounce domain. Okay, we have 3 hours to do that. Okay, but actually we might finish that tomorrow. I don't know. Alright, with that being said, I think I'm gonna call it here for tonight. So, if anybody's watching this back, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your time of day, and I will hopefully see you guys in the future. Bye!